Wow, the Starway, are you trying to piss me off? Seriously. This is the first time, like, normally, with all, like, the CW canceling, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, and Whipperdale, I mean, God, the more I hear about the show, I'm like, how is this show still around? How is it lasting, like, what, 7 seasons or 6 seasons, whatever it is? But hearing what I found out today made me fuming as a creative myself, fuming as a aspiring filmmaker as myself, that I am like, it's not this, who gives a fuck kind of mindset for me. I get it, it's not show friends, it shows business. You need to do what's best for business. But for me personally, I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. So if you don't know, and by the title of the video it figures it out, that Warner Bros. Was making a Batgirl movie that they shot, completed, got a cast, was in post-production, editing it all together, getting all the visual effects stuff all said and done, and test swings, and doing test swings as normally it goes, and reshoots, and which is the norm these days. And then Warner Bros., or mainly Discovery, is like, we're going to cancel that movie. Why? Because it's not a theatrical movie. It's not, like, we are a deterrent for making DC films a theatrical films, that they go to the theater first, which is great, awesome, cool, wait, I'm waving about the theaters, I'm all about the cinema. The theatrical experience is the best way to see a movie. But canceling a movie just because it's your attorney for Batgirl in this case is not that, and we're not going to put it on HBO Max, I'm like, fuck you. Seriously. Middle finger to you, Zaslav, right now, who's the head of the Starway. This is like the first business decision that I'm like, wow. Are we sure Bob Chapek isn't running the place? That's the first time. Because for me, what it does, it basically, for me, and probably in its mindset, and probably in Starway and David Zaslav's, mindset, it wasn't this, but what is literally what this move does is they took their pants down and pissing shit on everyone who worked on it, from the directors, from the cast, from the costume designers, from the editors, from the visual effects artists. I mean, goddamn, the visual effects artists might go, oh my god, but at the same time they'll be like, what, we did crunch for nothing? No one's ever going to see this work. The only thing we're going to see is set photos and release photos, and here's the thing, I'm not speaking as a butthurt fan. As a butthurt fan, yeah, it could easily be like, I want to see my Batgirl movie, I want to see Barbara Gordon, I want to see Firefly, I want to see another movie with Michael Keaton's Batman. Like, it sounds like that, doesn't it? But as I'm speaking as an aspiring filmmaker myself, I'm all about, yay, what was, because personally, if you want to ask, like, what is my favorite studio in the US, like, companies, it is probably Warner Bros. And it's not just because DC, it's like the Nolan films and Dune and they're able to mix like the big budget with the prestige type stuff anyway. So, but right now I'm like, are we sure? Yep, I'm like, they don't give a shit about the creatives. That's what it comes across to me. And maybe, Netflix, I mean, not Netflix with their situation right now, but maybe a Netflix, maybe a Amazon, maybe a Disney. That'd be kind of funny, that a DC movie is at Disney Plus, but buys the movie and maybe quickly throws a couple mil, the figures it off, and then release it. just so people can experience it, so the creator, so everyone can have that journey. Because it's not just making the movie that's part of being a creative. It's the, here's the thing, here's your baby and release it to the wild part. It's letting people go see it. And you can't go and do, and it's like, it's 90 fucking mil. If you release it in theaters, you'll at least get your 9 mil back. You may not get your marketing budget back, because, Batgirl isn't going to be nationally isn't going to be like $100 million, like a $1 billion film. But, which I am curious, the decision, and of course everyone's going to bring up Flash. It's like, so Batgirl gets cancelled, but Flash doesn't? Wait, what's going on right now? Also, PR nightmare, and the exception of it is, so Blue Beetle gets a theatrical release, a male character, but Batgirl doesn't, a female character. Oh, that doesn't spin well, doesn't it? I mean, like, I'm not, as like, once again, I sound like I'm a piss off fan, that I'm butthurt because I'm not going to see my Batgirl movie, but I'm talking as a creator. For me, it's just like a big old dump load on everyone who worked on it for me. I got so fuming, I fume. I'm fuming and angry and not angry. I don't think that is even a word, but yeah. And I will hashtag on Twitter, hashtag release Batgirl every fucking day until it happens. Because it deserves to at least be seen.